Number 15 on our list is Natalie Portman for her performance in 2010 Black Swan. A witchy brew of madness and cunning, Black Swan tells the story of a ballerina who aches with battered feet and increasingly crowded head, trying to break out. Played by Natalie Portman in a smashing, bruising, wholly committed performance, the young dancer Nina that captivates childish innocence and pureness of a white swan and maliciousness and destructiveness of a black one. Number 14 on our list is brilliant Dame Helen Mirren for her portrayal of Queen Elizabeth II in 2006, The Queen. The tight grey curls, the tilt of the head, and the no-nonsense walk with elbows and toes stuck out are the Queen's. She has embodied and did a spectacular job of portraying one of the most visible women in the world today, with a Bobbird's eye for telling mannerism, coupled with a queenliness that's all her own, allows us to fully understand just how heavy the crown really sits. Number 13 on our list is national treasure Jessica Lange for her performance in 1994 film Blue Sky. Lange's fierce, brave, sexually charged performance, one of the most convincing portrayals we've seen of someone whose behavior flirts with craziness without quite crossing into it. She smolders, storms, rages, and whimpers throughout a blue sky, acting with every muscle in her body. Performance that leaves you starstruck, probably one of the best in her film career. Number 12 on our list is acting goddess Cate Blanchett for 2013 Woody Allen's Blue Jasmine. Blanchett fabulously goes above and beyond her duties as wilting faux flower of the title, from her sweat-drenched underarms during a particularly intense meltdown to her mesmerizing slit-eyed sensuality whenever Jasmine gets her way. The actress is a tour de force tint blonde tornado that elevates her every encounter with a member of a movie estimable ensemble. Number 11 on our list is Jodie Foster for her iconic role in 1991 Silence of the Lambs. Foster's Clarice is not only an orphan, but a disadvantaged backwoods girl who has worked hard to get where she is, and has less self-confidence than she really potentially has. Portrait of tension, fear, and inner tribulations, Jodie Foster gave us nothing but a stellar performance in this brilliant thriller film. Number 10 on our list is acting powerhouse Nicole Kidman for her 2002 portrayal of Virginia Woolf in The Hours. In her vocal inflections and body movements, her graceful, athletic Kidman morphs into an angular, tightly wounded cerebral artist racked by hallucination and voices. We see her fierce intellect struggle to work throughout these bows to fulfill her artistry, created a larger picture. In this case, a portrait that is a war of expression and repression between life and ultimately death. Number 9 on our list is Kathy Bates for her 1990 chilling performance in Misery. Kathy Bates' Annie Wilkes is one of the best and arguably the best on-screen villain in a horror movie of all time. She is a chameleon of an actor. She can be the sweetest sort of woman in one performance and then turn around and wow us with evil, ruthless, and psychotic. Annie is the latter. She gives us character that is completely deranged and makes us feel sympathetic towards her. She feels like the ultimate lonely person, dangerous, disastrous, lonely person. Number 8 on our list is Barbra Streisand in 1968 film Funny Girl. When she's singing in a marvelous scene on roller skates, when she throws a line away or shrugs or looks funny or sad, she has a power, gentleness and intensity that rather knocks all the props and sets and camera angles on their ear, with Streisand's stupendous voice soaring all over it. There's something about that's poignant of a particular kind of ambition that is dated and almost nostalgic now. Number 7 on our list is brilliant Hilary Swank in 1999 Boys Don't Cry, portraying a tragic tribute to Brandon Teena. Swank's Brandon, Teena, is beyond male or female, as if we were simply glimpsing into character's soul, in its all yearning and conflicted beauty, creating a truly sad song about free spirit who try to fly a little close to the flame. Nothing short of full-blown, heart-wrenching pit of a stomach and pathetic performance. Number 6 on our list is legendary Vivien Leigh for her 1939 epic Gone with the Wind. He portrays Scarlett O'Hara, unscrupulous and selfish, with a big character development, exploring human behavior in the face of the catastrophe of the Civil War. From spoiled, wealthy girl typical of her social and economic status to becoming an independent woman in an unforgiving society and unstable economy is a testament to the development of this timeless character. 5 on our list is Marion Cotillard's mesmerizing, wholly convincing performance as Edith Piaf in 2007 film La Vie en Rose. In La Vie en Rose, we get to witness a rare and a beautiful thing, an artist bearing her soul and creating a performance for ages. She inhabits the character, bringing life and passion to the role. When we care about Piaf, it's because of Cotillard's work, not because of the approach of the screenplay. Cotillard has perfected Piaf's mannerism and exhibits flawless lip-syncing, human, raw and touching portrait of this French legend. Number 4 on our list is Elizabeth Taylor in 1966, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Led by a volcanic performance from Elizabeth Taylor, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf is a scathing adaptation of Edward Albee play. She is nothing less than brilliant as a shrewish, blasphemous, frustrated and slightly wacky alcoholic wife. Taylor, in particular, really puts herself out there acting like a loud, cheap bully in this story of love, grief and anger. Number 3 on our list is Katherine Hepburn in 1968, Lion in Winter, an intense, fierce personal drama put across by outstanding performance by this cinema legend. Katherine Hepburn's performance perhaps is the crowning achievement of an extraordinary career. Hepburn's being intriguing, broken and moving in her proper, yet humanly vulnerable portrayal of an intellectual and scorned queen seeking some form of liberation from oppression, driven by anger, broken heart and love. Truly a masterclass in acting. Number 2 on our list is Charlize Theron that gave us searing, the glamorized performance as the real-life serial killer Eileen Wuornos in 2003 film Monster, an intense, disquieting portrait of a profoundly damaged soul. Acclaim from critics, all of them gave universal praise to Theron's performance as a mentally ill woman. Brutal, brilliant, depressing and riveting, Charlize Theron Monster isn't a performance but an embodiment. It is one of the greatest performances in the history of cinema. Number 1 on our list is of course Meryl Streep's 1982 monumental performance in Sophie's Choice. Meryl Streep, whose excellence, plain and simple, cannot be overstated as she is astonishingly impeccable, not simply with an accent as challenging as that of a Pole, but with her vulnerable and emotionally intense portrayal of a woman seeking an excitement and joy and love in a free world that go challenged by yet some more sorrow and isolation, which remind her of her struggles no human should have suffered through, resulting in a performance so amazing, so transformative, and so piercing that it simply should have to be seen in order to be believed, were it not beyond belief, yet alone words.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, follow me on my Instagram account and support our channel by becoming a patron on Patreon, and with a bunch of rewards help us creating together a great content with your favorite artists. Bye.